Welcome back to City Insider. This is a YouTube channel for news, stories, and analysis surrounding Manchester City Football Club. I will update new video every day. Like, subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Manchester City star set to join Harry Kane at Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich have already done a deal for Harry Kane and look set to complete the signing of another one of Gareth Southgate's most trusted players, this time from Manchester City. With the transfer window close to slamming shut in the coming weeks, clubs around Europe are looking to do final deals. Bayern are starting to establish themselves under Thomas Tuchel and want to compete in Europe once again. With links to Kyle Walker going quiet, despite personal terms being agreed upon, Bayern look set on another Manchester City player to help establish themselves. The player wanted by Tuchel is the former Leeds United midfielder Calvin Phillips. The robust central midfielder's stock took a hit when he moved to Manchester City, and he is looking to get regular game time as he looks to establish himself in Southgate's England starting 11 once again, especially with Euro 2024 looming, with only Joshua Kimmich the only established defensive-minded central midfielder, Konrad Laimer being the other. Phillips would certainly find his playing time more regular than he is currently experiencing under Pep Guardiola, especially since the signing of Mateo Kovacic. It is understood that Manchester City would be open to selling Phillips, but only for the right price. He is only 1 year into his 6-year deal that he signed last summer. He is still only 27 and is an England international. What Manchester City would prefer is a loan spell for the tough tackling man and get him the game time he so desperately craves and arguably deserves. Phillips was a standout player for Leeds United in both the Championship and the Premier League. His talents were recognised by England, and Gareth Southgate trusted him to play in the 2020 European Championship alongside Declan Rice. Phillips was the perfect player in that tournament, and England fans are desperate for him to rediscover form to be in the side for the European Championships in Germany. They certainly will. The next club screaming out for a new midfielder is none other than Liverpool and Bayern's former rival Jurgen Klopp. If negotiations go to the wire, Phillips may favour a stay in England. However, having seen his international captain Harry Kane make a sensational move to the Bundesliga, he might be tempted to link up with him and decide that a new challenge lies abroad. Either way, Phillips is certainly a player that either side would benefit from having, and competition could be fierce for him. Pep Guardiola to miss Manchester City's next 2 matches after undergoing back surgery. Pep Guardiola will miss Manchester City's next 2 Premier League matches as he recovers from minor back surgery. According to a statement on the club's website, Guardiola has been suffering with severe back pain for some time lately, and flew out to Barcelona for emergency surgery performed by Dr. Ilueka. They say that the surgery was successful, and the manager will now complete his rehabilitation in the Spanish city and is expected to be back on the touchline after the September international break. That means the 52-year-old will miss City's trip to Sheffield United on Sunday, as well as the clash against Fulham at the Etihad on the 2nd of September. If all goes well, his first game back will be against West Ham at the London Stadium on the 16th of September. Until then, it has been announced that assistant manager Juan Malillo will oversee first-team training, will be the Citizens' main man on the touchline. Everyone at Manchester City wishes Pep a speedy recovery, and look forward to seeing him back in Manchester soon. The club added, City have made a great start to the new season, winning their opening 2 league games against Burnley and Newcastle, and are level on points with Brighton and Arsenal, behind the former in the table on goal difference. Guardiola also lead them to their first UEFA Super Cup triumph as they defeated Sevilla on penalties in Athens. Though they lost the Community Shield shootout to the Gunners in the season's curtain raiser. In better news for City, they are set to sign highly rated winger Jeremy Doku from Rennes in a deal worth £55.5 million. Manchester City scrap move for West Ham United midfielder Lucas Paqueta. Manchester City will reportedly not be signing West Ham United midfielder Lucas Paqueta during the summer transfer window. Earlier this month, it emerged that the Premier League champions were interested in adding the Brazil international to their squad. Pep Guardiola has lost the creativity of Ilkay Gundogan this summer, while Kevin De Bruyne has been ruled out until the end of the year after hamstring surgery. As a result, Paqueta has been earmarked as a priority alternative, the 25-year-old known to be interested in making the switch to the Etihad Stadium. However, the transfer has never gotten close to completion. Hammers boss David Moyes initially saying that City had yet to match their valuation when asked by reporters last week. Furthermore, reports emerged at the back end of last week that Paqueta was being investigated for potential breaches of betting regulations. Bookmakers have reported an unusual number of bets being placed on Paqueta to receive a yellow card in a fixture against Aston Villa on March 12. the player being cautioned in the 70th minute of that match. While Paqueta strongly denies any wrongdoing or involvement, there is the potential for the process to be drawn out, as it was with regards to Ivan Toney's recent case. According to Sky Sports News, City have stepped away from the negotiating table, having ended their interest in completing a deal. The report claims that an £80 million deal had previously been agreed in principle before it became clear that Paqueta would face discussions with the Football Association and FIFA. Paqueta, who still has 4 years remaining on his West Ham contract, remained in the starting lineup for Sunday's encounter against Chelsea, scoring a late penalty as his team won 3-1 at the London Stadium. Unless there are any developments with the ongoing investigation, Paqueta will remain in the team for the meeting with Brighton Hove Albion on Saturday evening. From City's perspective, it remains to be seen whether they will target an alternative, with a deal in the region of £55 million having reportedly just been agreed with Rennes for winger Jeremy Doku. Barcelona to battle Real Madrid. Man City for €100 million rated wonderkid in 2024. While Barcelona have enough manpower in the midfield, the management is already looking forward to the 2024 summer transfer and what can be done in the future. In this regard, if a report from Sport is to be believed, the Blaugrana entity is expected to go head-to-head with the likes of Real Madrid and Manchester City for the acquisition of 20-year-old Bayern Leverkusen wonderkid, Florian Wirtz, Leverkusen's youngest ever player in Bundesliga at 17 years and 15 days. Wirtz made his senior team debut during the 2019-20 season and has been a regular for them since, making more than 100 club appearances at just 20 years of age. Given the talent, Wirtz is rightly expected to gather all the attention, and the aforementioned outlet claims that Barcelona are certainly not the only team monitoring his progress. In fact, Real Madrid happen to be the most interested team, while Manchester City are in the race too. The citizens, in particular, are looking at him as a potential replacement for Kevin De Bruyne. As a matter of fact, the Premier League champions are not waiting till 2024 to make their move, as they have already inquired about the player's availability. Barcelona have had their eyes on Wirtz for a long time now and have been reportedly planning a move for him in 2024. However, signing the German prodigy will be a difficult task for the Blaugrana, with the reason being Leverkusen's transfer fee demand for him. Given the talent, his age, and versatility, Wirtz has a market value of €85 million, but Leverkusen are valuing him at €100 million, and in all fairness, the fee is simply unreachable for Barcelona in their current financial situation. The team from Catalonia is already struggling to comply with the financial fair play regulations, and it is safe to say that it is going to take a considerable amount of time and a few player sales to get back on track. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.